Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody stand. You ready, camera? Vicky, will you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll call the June meeting of Batavia Township to order. Clerk, call the roll.
Mitchell. Here. Singer.
Here.
Tracy.
Here.
West.
Here.
Anderson.
Yes. For the benefit of those watching on TV, in order to provide transparency, we check the bills and the accounts, and we will do that at this time. If you want more information, check out our website at www.bataviatownship.com. Thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Can you hear us? Are you all right with that?
You mean like read it off of here?
Yeah.
Why isn't there?
I can read it too. So just
Chris and I have already signed here.
Okay, that's good.
Why don't you read?
Just in
Oh,
case.
you can read off that one? Okay. All right.
You just tell me if you want to do it.
Oh,
Wow, that's a lot.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah, this one, what's this?
I just
Batavia,
didn't know.
the road fund.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
They're just copies.
Oh, really?
Well, he's reading them off and you can, on the other sheet, you got it.
I have all.
No,
No, it's-
we're checking,
two copies.
we're checking the checks against the actual
paper.
the checks.
And she probably has that already.
You're reading off the checks, aren't you?
I'm reading off the check. Ready?
All right.
Okay. 4834, 286.22.
Yes,
Thank you.
4839, 2280.
yes.
4840, 2500.
Yep,
4841, 1969.51.
yes.
4842, 189.
Yes.
4843, 615.82.
Yep,
4844, 242.85.
yes,
4845, 158.22.
yes,
4846, 221.84.
yes,
4847, 990.24.
yes.
4848, 2,155.41.
Yep.
4849, 162.78. 4850, 367.70.
Yes,
4851, 191.47.
yes,
4852, 305.39.
yes,
4854, 1,099.28.
yes,
4855, 196.02.
yes,
4856, 210.98.
yes,
4857, 311.33.
yes.
4858, 121.05.
Yep,
4859, 14,832.
yes,
4860, 160.74.
yes,
Yep.
yes,
4861, 324.
yes,
4862, 152.12.
yes,
4863, 2150.
yes,
4864, 80.40.
yes.
4865, 153.22.
Yep. All right, ending balance, $288,949.12.
Ready?
General fund and assessors. Ready?
4022, 1,626.49.
Yes,
4023, 7,979.
yes,
4024, 50.
yes,
4025, 175.
yes,
4026, 1,106.72.
yes,
4027, 3,926.38.
yes,
4028, 457.60.
yes,
4029, 914.14.
yes,
4030, $9,888.
Yes.
4031, $14,246.75.
Yes.
4032, $37.80.
Yep.
4033, $253.23.
Yes.
4034, $45.32.
Going any place this summer.
Yes.
4035, $120.
Yep.
4036, $25.
Yes.
4037, $375.69.
Yes. Okay, ending balance, $379,955.56. Oh.
Chris, did we miss this one? No, there's no stamp.
That's a statement, isn't
Well,
it? Should be a bill there for it.
there is a,
Statement. There should be an invoice.
well, there's an invoice, $109.78.
Should be
No.
two-
Yeah, this,
two
yeah.
invoices.
Oh, okay, and there's another one. Gotcha, I understand. All right. Very good.
Okay, general assistance fund.
All right, 4656, $2,360.
Yes.
4658, $81.90.
Yes.
4659, $56.36.
Yes. Okay, ending balance, $119,252.18. Somebody can check?
Here you go.
You want to address?
How many signatures you got on?
She's the third.
There's one more on this one, but this is she.
With the bill.
They're all on this list.
I know. Just another more closing.
Is this
Yeah.
Does he work for him?
That's down there.
Does he get paid?
No, I mean, we're paying it.
No, he does all our commercial stuff. Yeah, we, and he needs to take classes and stuff.
Betsy, Gary Fritz. I don't know.
I don't think Geneva. I think it's Hampshire or.
So we're splitting this training with them?
Big bucks.
What are you doing, Brian?
Big bucks. I don't know.
Well, you just looked at it.
I'll admit, training fee.
All right.
Did this one have a clip?
Well, I don't know. If it did, it's.
This is done?
If
Got
it did,
three
I
each?
ate it.
Yep.
I'm sure this one had a clip. Lose now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval of minutes from May.
I would approve minutes of the May meeting.
Second?
Mitchell?
Yes.
Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes. Entertain a motion for approval of accounts from May.
So moved.
Second.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes. Tammy didn't say anything that she wanted for the assessor's office, so they're kind of in a lull period right now, so there's not much going on. Highway Commissioner, Chris, do you have anything to report?
Not much to report. We did do some road patching in the last few weeks, and so we're looking to see how, we tried several different techniques. So we're kind of sitting back now, looking to see how it pans out. And we share a machine with Big Rock Township, so they're using it for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And we'll get it back and continue on. Brush pickup is continuing every week. And that's about it.
Isn't that our machine? Didn't we buy that?
We bought it and then we formed an agreement with Big Rock that they'll buy half.
So they're gonna, we'll see a check for half of it?
They're gonna send us a check for a fourth of it this year and another fourth next year. So we have an intergovernmental agreement with them.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
How much
yeah.
was it? How much is that then?
The total cost was a little under 40,000, so they're gonna owe us 20, give or take. But by doing that, we also gain the manpower, so when we work together, we have extra help for, especially if it's on a road like Deer Path or Nelson Lake where we need a flag. 2 guys need to be flagging.
So right now you're helping them?
We aren't this week because they're on a back road.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be out, if they get on a main road like Granite or one of their tough roads, we'll go out and work with them. So kind of share labor back and forth.
Have you seen all the potholes filled in Batavia?
What is film?
That's what this machine does.
Is that what you're doing, the film with that white, what is that?
It's a
Tar and rock.
you know, emulsion, tar, and rock. It's a permanent patch. I mean, it's pretty good. It takes a little while to learn how to run the machine.
Until after next winter.
We'll see what happens.
Right.
County's been using it for years, so.
Well, you can pay for blacktop, probably double the cost, or you can use this thing. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, well, this thing, you can go out and you can patch 10 patches and get rained out, and it's not a big deal, whereas if you try to get somebody in with blacktop, you gotta cut out a patch, close that section of the road, you know, repack it, pave it, it's much lengthier. And you just aren't gonna do little things like that. You need a bigger project for those times. They aren't bad, each one of them has their place, not about it. But this is in lieu of like a pothole patch, which typically pops right back out. So,
Okay. Nothing in old business. Under new business, June, we passed the Prevailing Wage Act and if anybody wants to see the prevailing wages, they're right here. But the prevailing wages are for each county in the state of Illinois. And we must comply if we hire any outside firm to do work for us. That firm has to pay prevailing wages, regardless of whether they're union or not. This is the scale they have to go by. In other words, anything that...
Anything is permanent.
Anything that's permanent, whether it be a building or that type of thing, so.
The work is permanent or the employee is permanent?
The work, like a building,
Yeah.
concrete,
Okay.
blacktop, sewer work, water line work.
But if it's weeding or something like that?
Right.
It's not.
Then it's not.
Okay.
Or if they're your own employees.
I would move the passage of ordinance 61014, establishing prevailing wages.
Q?
I'll second. Okay.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes. Howard Katz is up for reappointment to the Mental Health Board. His term expires June 30th. And Howard said that he will accept a reappointment for the next 4 years, I believe.
Yeah.
4-year term.
I would move that we appoint Howard Katz to the 708 Board for a 4-year term to expire June 30th, 2018.
Second?
Mitchell?
Yes.
Singer?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
West?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes. Thank you, Howard.
No one else.
You were worried?
No.
Should I ask for nomination?
We should ask him. We should ask him
Nobody
to
has to be
support his
wanted, do
nomination.
He did. Older, smiling.
The next township educational program is in Lisle. It is
June 20,
on
right?
June 20th. And I
That's a
believe that if anybody wants to go, the deadline is around now. But, so if you
Anybody
want to
going?
go, let me know. And then I think I've given you all an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the magazine too.
Yeah, it's in the magazine. Okay. We have some guests here tonight. Does anybody wish to speak to the board?
We'll nominate him first.
Yes, that would be, unless this gentleman says.
No.
No, you just have to do. Right, we would like to present a petition to the township. Got pretty much everybody between Shagbark Drive and Thorncrest to sign it. I had tried some communications with Chris a couple of weeks ago and didn't get very far by email, so we thought we would just go around the neighbourhood and see if people felt the same way. So pretty much we're asking for the township to look at that, and the 3 requests that we got on it. One is looking at the maintenance of what we call the island. It's a piece of land at the cul-de-sac and the join between Thorncrest and Shagbark Drive. That we feel it's not being maintained appropriately, as we believe it is township responsibility for that piece of ground. The second piece is that we always are having problems within the street of the drains within the street blocking up, and although the new road surface has done a lot of help in that area, we still feel that there's a lot of, it's a weeded area, a lot of debris gets into the gutters and gets into the drains, and those get blocked pretty easily, and we end up having to go out when the storms come through to make sure that we're not getting flooded out. And then the third piece is the junction of Shagbark Drive and Route 25, where there tends to be quite a lot of gravel collects. I think it used to be from the poor road surface within the street, but that was rectified last year. I believe the new gravel might be coming from the new house that's actually being put up on the street, but otherwise we do think it's the township's responsibility to clean that junction up, or ensure that it is cleaned up.
I believe, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that that's a state highway. and
Well,
that
the
is a
highway itself is clear.
But people drive on the shoulder occasionally, and kick up gravel, and, I'm not,
No.
No.
I'm just thinking that if the gravel's not coming down the hill, it's gotta be coming from someplace.
It's coming down the
It's
hill.
coming down the hill.
It's coming down the hill, yeah. There's no way about it, it's coming down the hill.
I've slid through the intersection before.
It's a blind corner.
It's dangerous.
It's a horrible
It's a
corner.
horrible corner. And, we've
I've
got a
complained to
lot
the
of
state a
young-
couple times, you know, it's their right of way, they own 75 feet of right of way there. That intersection is theirs.
So your
The sight
response- so your
distance,
response to
either
that
way
one
is terrible.
Because they have the right of way, therefore the first however many feet of Shagbark Drive is their responsibility.
Okay, the state.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so that's a state road?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Can
mean,
you
we work
notify
on
the
it-
state?
We work on it as best we can. It's the same with Banbury and 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we cleared back a lot of trees on 25 there a few years ago to try to get that line of sight better.
Look
Because
how
the
the
state won't do it, but it's really not, I'm not really, it's not my jurisdiction to be doing work in somebody else's right of way. I mean, we
But can
don't
you
share-
notify people? I
Pardon?
mean, you know who to notify, right?
Yeah, the state of Illinois and St. Charles. Department of Transportation in St. Charles, it's on.
So we should notify
Peck Road,
them?
yeah. Yep. 25 should be cleared up all the way around there, is my opinion, but that's one of those things. We
Okay,
do
what
the
about
best we can on the gutters at Shagbark. You know, we changed the whole grade of your cul-de-sac there last year to try to help out.
Did-
It cost a lot to do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, very, very happy with the surface of the road now and the grade of the road, but I think I mean, I know that you
Part of the
come
problem
through.
we have with Shagbark is that when it was put in, there probably should have been an agreement made when that subdivision was developed. A lot of them have associations or they have bylaws of what should be done or what shouldn't be done. A lot of the problems we have there, and one of the reasons the road failed early after the last time it was resurfaced, because the trees hang over the road and it's so densely shaded. This tends to rot the blacktop material. Anytime we come in to try to do any trimming, you guys are well aware that all we do is catch hell.
From one neighbor.
Yeah, your neighbor real bad.
One neighbor, that's it. But the rest of the neighborhood, we don't mind if you trim, you know.
If we try to
But
keep
we'll
that
do it
canopy
ourselves,
up,
too.
and that tries to keep the, and that, you know, ultimately we keep some of the stuff out of
Mm-hmm.
the gutters and stuff like that, but we don't have a street sweeper.
You guys used to though, or used to borrow one, because they used to come down.
The city comes down once in a while, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been there 25 years and I've never seen it this poorly. You know, the leaves, the things from the trees, the whirly things, it's blocking everything out.
Oh, yeah,
In the maples, yes.
it is over on this side of town too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure the city just doesn't decide to come down our street once in a
No,
while on their own.
we have to go over and talk to them and ask them.
Okay.
I'm asking that you-
Can we ask them more often?
Yeah.
We can try.
Because
In
it's
the
been
middle of
bad.
a thunderstorm, lightning storm,
Yeah.
Robin is out there getting soaked, cleaning the gutters, and it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of houses most impacted by that, but I think everybody in the street to some degree gets.
And I understand it because I've got to drain just one house down from where I live, and I keep an eye on it and keep it clear.
Mhm.
But this is what you do when you know there's an issue.
But there wasn't an issue years ago, that's what I'm saying.
But you have to keep in mind too, we're a rural township highway department. We just happen to be within a lot of high-density housing. So my scope as a highway commissioner on a township level is limited to what I can do. In other words, it's in the book. You can do this, you can do that, you can, and if it doesn't say I can do it in the book, I really can't do it.
Well, you know the sticks and leaves, they didn't come back and pick the leaves by us when they said they were going to in April. They
Oh, they
drove
came
by
by
my
twice.
sticks they drove by my sticks 3 times the last 3 weeks and didn't pick them up, and they're tied.
Well, I
Because
can
they
talk,
just go zoom and zoom.
I can talk to them about that.
Yeah.
But I know they were there on leave because I watched them leave the shop.
Well, they didn't pick up the leaves by the island. I mean, we raked them all on the island, and they didn't pick those up.
All right.
I have a question about the brush removal. I know we're required to have 6-foot lengths and to tie them, I think,
We
2
don't really
ties.
mind the longer links, just so it's something we can pick up.
Why are the people on Banbury not required to do anything like that? They don't have to cut lengths and tie. They can just pile up sticks.
But Banbury's not my street, so I don't know. If it's the city of Batavia, they just soon have it in a big pile because they come by with a grapple and picks it up. So
Yeah.
for them, it's, you know, the
And we
mishmash
pay-
is
And they
good.
pay extra on,
Um,
we pay extra if the city does, the city residents pay extra for their brush pickup.
That's another question I had, just to clear something up. One of the guys that on the crew, I don't know if it's the new crew or the old crew, told me that you guys also do work out at Blackberry, and the homeowners pay individually for that? Is that
we have-
accurate?
We have an agreement with Blackberry that they pay Blackberry.
Oh, they don't pay you in this township individually, okay.
No. We have an intergovernmental agreement on 2 streets out there.
Okay.
You know, we're the only township in King County that does any leaf pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the only township in King County that does a weekly brush pickup. So these are pretty high-end products that we offer everybody because I grew up here. I know these highly wooded areas are tough to deal with the branches and the leaves and stuff like that. So, you know, I took the extra step to try to initiate these things into our program. But we're limited in scope on personnel and some of the other things that we have to do too.
Well, I was around when the 2 old guys used to work in
Yep,
township.
Norm and George.
And they took more breaks than anybody in the world, but they did a fantastic job. You know, so that's why I can't understand the difference. And they'd hand sweep the street.
And we do appreciate the things
Oh,
you
we do.
do.
We're just trying to get some clarification.
We'll try to do better.
Okay, what about the island?
What do you want me to do?
I mean, I think
Fix the ruts?
I mean, the island was, the landscaping was affected when the road was done because the curbing was raised. So a large chunk of the island, maybe about a quarter of it, is currently not got anything on it. It's just dirt because the grass that was seeded last year
Didn't
didn't
take.
There's been, you know, whether that's because the snow gets piled on the island in the winter or otherwise.
Yeah, it was a tough year for that.
It's just, I mean, I think we would like to see at least maybe some weed killing done to it once or twice a year to keep the dandelions down and the other weeds.
Well,
and-
we're a township road district. We don't do spraying. So we do mowing, and that rural mowing means like 2 or 3 or 4 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the scope that we do on rural roads is a whole lot different than what you probably would like to see.
Well, we don't mind that
Under-
you don't cut it. We can cut it.
Okay.
But it's the rut. I broke my lawnmower twice, and I had to get 2 new lawnmowers because the ruts from the snow plows are just,
No, they should have filled those.
they didn't.
They will.
So, I mean, I don't think we're looking for too much, but we just, I mean, for us, if you want us to in theory maintain it to the point of cutting the grass and whatever, then, you know, the surface of it needs to be suitable enough that we can come in and cut it. And, you know, if there's no grass, then there's no grass, and, you know, that's.
All right. I know it's settled down too after we rebuilt that up last year too. So.
Did you write, I'm gonna clarify this too. Did you write to him to tell him to take up his own rake, or was that somebody else that
No,
did
that
it?
was me.
Oh, it was you? Okay.
Now, that was the day after we went out. You called Ben. He came out and seeded your front yard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you emailed me, and we came out and cleaned the brush.
Mm-hmm.
And then you emailed me again to come out and rake the leaves. I had it. That was just it, you know. It was,
But they've done nothing to the island.
Huh?
I mean, there's leaves there, there were sticks there. I took the sticks off and put them in my yard.
Do you have a homeowners association?
No. It's 25 houses on 2 streets. And it's actually 1 street, but it curves
It
around.
might be a nice idea to have a homeowners association to maintain some of that stuff.
We're lucky we got anybody to sign the petition, you know? And there's different feelings, like people don't want you to touch the bushes, I trimmed them for years until I just said, that's it. And I used, like I said, when I broke the lawnmowers, that's when I stopped cutting the grass. And then the gentleman in the neighborhood took it over.
Yeah. I mean, I think our problem to a degree, and you said you've got a book somewhere that says what you can and can't do. I mean, I've had a good look.
I got a book that says what I can do.
Or
That doesn't tell me what
says
I-
what you can do. I've had a good look, and I couldn't find that piece. So all we can do is assume what we think you should be doing. And so if you're saying
Well-
you can cut the grass 3 times a year, you can sweep the street once a year, you can do the brush pickup, you can do the snow. I mean, if that's what you're saying, that's all you're doing, and that's what we're in theory paying our taxes for. You know, but we just think that we're expecting just that little bit more that you know, and it sounds like you're saying is that no, those are things are not within your remit to do.
And as long as we know that,
But we'll get that dirt taken care of. But keep in mind, you know, we're out there, we do about 25 brush pickups when we pick them up, apparently. Leaf pickup 7 or 8 times in the fall and a couple times in the spring.
yeah, they've been fine.
We do road maintenance, we do the snow plowing, and, you know, your share of the taxes that go to the road district's about $39, $40. So, we do a lot of things for the money that we get
And we're not
from each
attacking,
individual.
Yeah,
homeowner.
no,
We're just trying to
understood.
see what we should do.
We're just again trying to get a little clarification on what we would be
So if I
expecting.
get the dirt in your island and
Yes.
smooth it out, you will take care of it.
We can
Is that
cut
what
the
I
grass.
heard?
until there's a
We'll
tree
seed
falls
it.
down or something.
We'll seed it too.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, we'll cut it. And, you know, it's just, we don't want it to be cement and barren, and I know you probably like that, but we don't. And we like it in the woods, but, you know, we just don't know what we can, and like I said, with the ruts and everything, it causes some problems. We can do the weeding and all that.
Yeah.
Weed and feed and cut.
I mean, you know, I mean, I mean, you're talking about. I mean, I know that there are some bushes within the street, pretty much one house worth, that significantly overhang the. You
Well,
know.
you know where all the utilities are, your electrical boxes and stuff?
Yeah.
That's at the edge of the right of way,
Okay.
so, and
Yeah,
So you actually have authority to cut those things down, which we've tried to tell some people and they say, no, that's my front yard. And we go, no, there's a leeway here.
I know, but I try to get along with people too, you know.
Well-
I was born here.
So do we.
Yeah. So, you know.
So some
we
things you
have-
kind of let go, and your neighborhood's kind of grown that way, so I really don't have a problem with it.
Mhm.
You know, but it does create some issues sometimes. So,
Okay.
but I'm happy to work with you. I mean,
Okay, thank you. That'd be nice. And your guys are real nice. You
Thanks.
know,
you know, brush pickup's not the most fun job in the world. You
I understand.
know. Leaf pickup's a
For
little
3
better.
weeks now. I'm like, and I just saw him drive right back, and I went, damn it again.
But
You
it's
have
not
our
like
shop
red,
number, right?
Big,
Hmm?
You have our shop number.
big
Yeah,
red
but I don't
number.
call.
Big red ribbon on it.
Well, I have to just twine on it and yell.
It's a recorder, so just call and leave a message.
Okay.
You know? We had one on the west side today that we skipped
Okay.
for some reason, so we picked it up today.
And I even moved it away from the bushes thinking maybe they don't see it. You know?
Well, they might go by like this, I don't know.
And I don't know if it's the kids, you know, that are new, that are doing it, or,
Got one new kid, but there's not a new one driving, so.
oh, okay. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I'm just suggesting.
It's all right. Dialogue is okay.
Oh, cookies. Would cookies work if I
They'd probably see that.
would?
Yeah.
That'd be a good
Nobody
idea.
could- Time for the brush.
Yeah. Alright, do we have it? We're good then.
All right.
Okay, anything else? Van, what do we do with this, with the petition?
I would make it, file part of the monthly meeting notes.
Okay,
Just attach it as an exhibit.
okay.
But yeah, if you could get a group and get a hold of the state and hound them,
Oh, okay.
I don't know, you know, they're hard.
Well, somebody told us we should call the builder too. They're building that new house.
I left a message and
Oh, you did?
it's still there.
Oh, so that's not working. John Hall Builders or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the permit.
John Hall's looking for
We'll keep an eye on them
Well, I
about
can
keeping the
send a
gravel out of
certified
the
letter.
street, but it's, you
Send a
know,
certified letter.
it's
Send a certified letter to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
a pretty steep drive.
and
Yeah, we
they-
all know the same. We thought, how are they gonna get up there in the winter?
Steep hill and a steep
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, they already made a nice mess of the other
You
end
saw
of the
that?
road with the concrete. One of their concrete trucks, accidentally or otherwise, cleaned out his tank as he went round the cul-de-sac.
All our
Done
new
round the
beautiful
situation.
road, yeah.
Yeah, they did come back and clean it up. It took them about an hour, I think,
Yeah.
as well as they could.
It was clean?
Well, they cleaned up
They scraped it.
the half-inch of concrete that they'd laid on the road. It still now looks.
It's
It looks like
great.
they
Yeah.
marked their territory.
Yeah.
Big skid marks.
Mhm.
Well, thank you all for coming, and we don't get many visitors here, so this is,
A treat.
yeah, it's kind of a treat.
It is.
Right.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. And ladies.
Yes.
Yes. Somebody else? Howard?
I have a 708 board report, unless Lee was going to make one.
You can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I never occurred to me. Can I get a copy of the petition? I never actually did one.
And we'll send it to the.
You did all that and you didn't make a copy?
No.
Hey, Bill Buttons did
I'm
one.
just-
You got the last
I'm just
signature on the way
kidding.
here,
Nice,
so.
I'm just kidding.
It's now impounded.
It's a very eclectic
Because he had
neighborhood.
to
It's hard to get
pull
hold
from
of.
Yeah, you know what, don't worry about that driveway. I know where that neighborhood's at, and I've been there once or twice in my 50 years that I've lived in Batavia. They're probably gonna have like a heated driveway, because that's a nice neighborhood up there.
Or sled dog.
Yeah,
Sled dog, I think they'll probably do
No,
that.
the
that's
driveway
nice.
goes like this.
Heated driveway, uh-huh.
So it'll be the plow driveway
Yeah,
calling
good.
somebody because they're
At
parked
least
in
it's sloped
trees.
away from the
No.
garage.
All the
so-
melted snow will run down onto the highway and freeze
Freeze.
or under the
Yes,
road.
That's what it does in the
Always
winter, it
does.
does freeze down there.
We have a heck of a time with it.
Okay, Howard?
Okay, the Batavia Township Community Mental Health 708 Board meeting was held Thursday, May 29th of 2014. Ending balance for the ink board is 51, did I have it? $51,000 after appropriations totaling over $1 million going to the various agencies. We do have a list of the agencies that are available. For 2014 to date, all of the agencies have served over 1,644 township residents for a total of 39,677 units of service. The recommended levies are using the CPI increase, which is 1.5%, which is down from the previous 1.7% CPI. And the extended levies for Batavia Township, 2013, the levy was $340,005. The recommended levy with the 1.5% is $345,105. And I believe that's basically everything I was going to report on.
Thank you
Lee,
very
did you
much.
have anything that I didn't cover?
No, I was just going to mention that for those of you, I mean, it's expected, but of the 7 townships that are part of the 708 group, of course, Aurora is the largest one and pays the most, and we are second. And then Big Rock, Blackberry, Caneville, Sugar Grove, and Virgil.
As far as
Seems to be.
how much we pay or
Right?
how much we use?
How much, well, probably how much we use and also how much we pay. I mean, there's a relationship.
Well, keep in mind, you get out to Virgil,
Yeah.
the population density is a whole lot less
Oh,
than
yeah,
what we got
much
going on
less.
in Batavia. And it's based on new housing, new construction, besides existing assessment rates. So that's one of the reasons why there's also a difference. I mean, Aurora obviously is very dense when it comes to what's in their township as far as construction goes.
Okay, thank you. Any of the trustees have anything?
I just wanted to mention 2 things. One is in my vigilance to take a look at the state legislature. I think that we should congratulate our Representative Fortner, who was one of the sponsors of a bill which has passed both houses and now is on the governor's desk. I think we may have mentioned this before, but this would require it would require anyone requesting a question to be put on the ballot at the annual township meeting submit the exact wording prior to March 1st before the meeting.
It was, what,
Passed.
March 15th or something?
No, it was March 1st.
Yeah, but it didn't have to have the exact wording. It just had to have an agenda item. Right?
Mhm.
Right.
Thank you, very good.
The other point I wanted to mention, you all, I'm sure, have, like all of us, received your property tax bill. I think it's worth mentioning that Batavia Township, at least on my tax bill, and it would be the case with anybody in the township, is the smallest percentage. Mine was 1.5% of the total, or $70.91. That, I think, is a bargain. And our folks left, but I just want to point out to you that we're paying to have their roads maintained. I am. And
I am too.
We all are.
Me too.
I know, everybody in the township.
Thanks,
But
Lee.
it's still a bargain.
Okay, if there's no other business, next meeting will be 7 o'clock Tuesday, July 9th. Entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
Mitchell?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
Singer?
Yes.
Les?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, folks at home and everybody.
Thank you.